even when the market is in a downturn. But I want to keep you guys updated on all the projects that we cover on the channel, all the great altcoins that we cover, XCN being one of them. And I'm telling you guys, you have to stay safe out there, man. You know, I'm seeing too many people, you know, in the space saying, oh, they had some money in a wallet, they didn't have a cold wallet, a hardware wallet, and they got, you know, scammed, right, with a hot wallet like MetaMask, Phantom, etc. So on screen, I will be putting some Ledger products on screen, guys. Hardware wallets, Ledger. I definitely recommend you buy a few of them, guys, because you want to spread your money out, not keep all your money in one place, and be as safe as possible. Trust me, even centralized exchanges aren't safe. I'm telling you. I saw the story from someone recently. I was like, no way, that's so sad, right? Lost thousands of dollars, and there's people that lost millions to these scams not having hardware wallets, guys. So, you know, pick up a few, spread your money out, not your keys, not your crypto. Diving into XCN, what estimated daily earnings are you getting on the XCN staking dashboard? And this is such a great use case for XCN, guys. And, you know, they've built out such a great D app and web product, right? This is Web 3. You have 27.45% stake in APR for XCN, 5 million daily emissions, 5.96 billion staked, and 1.43 billion in the treasury. You also earn points on your APR, so they reward you for staking and participating in validating the network. Remember, XCN is a proof of stake layer 3 network, right? So when you stake your XCN, I personally don't stake, right? But for the people that are bullish on staking and DeFi, people that are bullish on staking and DeFi, you know, it helps to validate the XCN network, right? And you love to see it. You really do love to see that, right? As far as staking goes, it's always a great thing for crypto. This is one of the better use cases for crypto, in my opinion, that is very underrated. DeFi, staking, APR, you know, interest. Basically, you're earning way more than if you keep your money in a bank, right? The only issue is that the market overall, the macro market, is in such a tough spot that, you know, a lot of projects are down against the market. It's tough for coins in general. XCN is not one of not one to, you know, to escape the wrath of you know, the Bitcoin dominance being at yearly highs and Bitcoin, you know, underperforming the stock market, right? You know, XCN is not escaping that wrath. But is it a good altcoin for the future? Is it a great long-term gem that you could take a bet on and dip your toes in, have exposure to, some exposure to it? Yes, it is, right? And this is why I say I'm never telling anyone to overinvest in any project ever, right? I'm just giving you an amount that I think is cool for the average person. If they lose that amount, if something goes wrong, you lose that amount, you're not, you know, thinking of, you know, ending it all and saying crypto ruined me and etc. The sad stories we hear about crypto. We also have the you know, the AI agent being live on XCN, and it looks like they re-add the credits for you. They give you credit. They're re-adding the credits because I'm not doing much and I'm getting more credits. I don't know if that's specifically for me, or like, you know, every now and again they give me credits so I could just play around with. But again, you know, the team is building here. They're building out something great to see. They have governance as well, right, to add to your voting power. This is a decentralized network. This is what a decentralized network should look like, right? Where, you know, as long as you have conviction on XCN, you buy a decent bag of XCN, you could make decisions with the voting power that you have, with the voting power with the XCN that you bought, if you want the direction you want the project to go, right? If there's a new framework, new update, and you're like, okay, I like what I see here, or I don't like what I see here, your conviction on XCN could influence that decision on where the XCN project goes, right? And like I said, I compare that to Solana, where Solana is so centralized. It's so centralized. It's extremely centralized. Like, you know, one person right now in XCN could come in, buy like, you know, maybe 10 million coins, 20 million XCN, right? Like a big wallet, a big whale, just a random guy with some money, millions of dollars comes in, buys some XCN, and then they have they could influence, where the project goes, right? And with Solana now, it's so centralized. It's only the one set number of people that make all the decisions. That's literally it, right? Recently, like I said in my previous video, they wanted to do a change in the amount of inflation, right? Because Solana is infinitely inflating. There's no total supply, right? It's an infinite inflating token, right? Coin. So they wanted to change the fee structure and the amount of Solana that gets added to the market with the inflation. They wanted to reduce that, right? Because Solana is so centralized, the people that want the best for Solana long term, they had no say, right? Their vote did not matter, and they just kept it how it is because the people that are in the control of it, the centralization of it, the centralization of how centralized it is, they want to keep that gravy train going. They don't care. They don't care about the smaller wallets in the project or the smaller investors or the long term. They just want to keep that inflation going so they could get as much SOL from staking as possible, so they could just dump that in the market and enrich themselves pretty much, right? So there's different points as well. There's a points leaderboard with the staking that you make, and the more you stake, the more points you get. The longer you stake, the more points you get. Passive points, staking points, app points, right? So participating in the XCN infrastructure also helps with that. Obviously, there's a bridge. You could bridge from base to the XCN network, right? Eventually, I think XCN network will have its eureka moment, similar to the XRP Ledger did. When XRP Ledger, nobody was really using it, and then sometime last year we saw like an explosion in people trading on the XRP Ledger, right? I think XCN will have a moment like that as well, so sometime in the future as time progresses. And obviously they have their own swap in the app as well, right? Great stuff, just absolutely great stuff, great utility from the project. Something is built here, right? There's other projects that I covered in the past, way back when, I'm talking 2023 to 2024, that I liked them and I loved the vision, but all I saw was promises. I didn't see actual I didn't see product being delivered, right? All I heard was promises. They're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, and I never saw the actual product, right? I like being able to go into a project. Sorry, I hit my mic. I like being able to go into a project and use the product, because what's the point, right? Just like I did with the AI agent recently in my XCN video, where I used the AI agent and tested it out right in person, live for you guys to see, right? This is what I like from crypto. I like to be able to use what I'm buying. that should be the point, right? So the Onyx wallet has now the ability to link second login method on iOS and Android. Ooh, nice update. This makes the gas-free XCN wallet more seamless across devices and provides redundancy in the event you lose access. Great stuff. Add a second method now under settings, linked accounts. Bullish, man, extremely bullish. So we have an Onyx wallet update, and this is what I'm saying. The team is consistently building out stuff here. I love the AI agent, by the way. I love the AI agent, man. I really do, man. It makes things so simple to use, and it helps with your investments. It really does, like your investment strategy. So kudos to the XCM team for rolling that out, right? A lot of people might not see it as bullish or not, but I see it as bullish because I love AI. I think if you're not using AI in your day-to-day life already, like, you're getting left behind. You need to start learning how to use it, how it benefits you, right? For example, I'm a content creator. I use AI for thumbnails sometimes. I use AI for like video ideas. I use AI for like creating different videos. Like I did, like I said, I played around with making some different videos and using Cdance 2.0. Now recently I'm using XCN AI to like get a grasp of how the market is headed, right? You even see the videos that I made. Like, I think I made an XCN video talking to Gemini, Google Gemini, and how how high could XCN go in the future, right? Long term, right? So if you're not using AI to help with your financial goals, I think that's not smart. That's not a smart decision, man. You need to, in my opinion. So again, kudos to XCN for rolling out Onyx AI. That's one utility here I'm super bullish on. So XCN right now at 2049, $500 for 100,000 XCN. Never gonna tell you guys to overinvest in any project. So that's 187 mil market cap right now for XCN. 100,000 XCN, in my opinion, is a good bet to make, because long term, you know, medium to long term, not short term, because it's bearish. It's in a bad, crypto is in a bad spot, right? But medium to long term, you could see a 10 cents XCN from here, if not 30 cents, 50 cents to $1. You can. It is possible, right? Once crypto gets back to its glory days, it's possible. Similar to XRP was this price, guys. XRP was this price at a point in time, and then got all the way up to $3, okay? It's possible for XCN to do that as well. How long will it take? I'm not gonna know that, but I'm not gonna tell you to overinvest, and I'm also gonna tell you to take profits on the way up and leave a percentage of your position in the project, you know, for that long-term potential growth, right? You take some profits along the way, leave in that position. XCN does actually hit, you know, 50 cents to $1. Boom, you're happy you left something in. That's how you trade. That's how you be strategic, right? That's how it should be. So as always, none of this is financial advice, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Link to my Discord is in the description. It's free, so make sure you join there, and also go and subscribe to my clips channel, where I post shorts. And, you know, just go in after this video, go watch some shorts, subscribe to that channel. It really helps out. Thank y'all so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.